What's up, everybody? I've got a couple of knives I want to show you guys that I bought while on vacation with my wife in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So I like knives. I'm a knife guy. You know, a lot of folks, especially down south, you're either a fishing guy, you're a hunting guy, you're a golf guy. There's several guys, and I'm the Bible guy also. But one of my things that I've always had a passion for are knives. I just love knives. I love shape, the character, uh, just the personality of knives. And so I'm always drawn to knife shops. And in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and Pigeon Forge, and Sevierville, Tennessee, in that whole area, when you're going in, there are knives galore. There's knife shops everywhere. So, my wife and I went into this knife shop in downtown Gatlinburg. So, if you're going in downtown Gatlinburg, heading toward the mountains, the mountain area, uh, you know, toward the downtown area, before you get to the aquarium, so the aquarium's on your right. The shop where I bought these two knives is on the right before you get there. Both these knives came with these sheaths, and this fixed blade came with this sheath. I mean, really nicely done. I think he buys these sheaths made, pre-made, just generic sizes, and they just happen to fit these size blades because they have the same similar styling, but they're made in Oklahoma, I believe, because it has a Oklahoma seal on this button, and back here as well. But these are made by a guy in Alabama, so that's what makes me think that these sheaths are probably purchased based on size to fit the knives that he makes. So the guy that sells them is on downtown Gatlinburg. He had these in different cases, and these retailed. This one retailed for $200, and this one retailed for $400. And of course, I'm too cheap. I'm not going to pay that. But I'm going to show you what I did pay and why they're worth so much. So first, this is my favorite. This is the folder. I like the larger folding knives because like I keep it in the little sheath and on my waist. It's protected. Plus, I just like the styling. I like the folding with the button on the back, and you can see all the work that went in by the craftsman, whoever made it. I don't even know the guy's name. But you see that extra styling's really cool. You have the antler pieces on the handles, on the both sides of the handle. He does these cuts in the metal pieces, and you can see they're all done by hand because they don't exactly meet up. They're not exactly the same width, so you can tell it's all custom done. Also, this etching, where they etched this Damascus blade, is really deep. I like it. It's really, really deep, and you can feel those variations in grain. You can feel it just feels like a ripple. It's really, really cool, and this thing is so sharp, so sharp. I sharpened it when I got home. It wasn't super sharp right out of the case, but I got it really sharp when I got home. But anyway, that's my favorite one. It retailed for $400, and I got it for $75. So I was really pumped about that, and it's just a beauty. I love this thing. It fits in this little case here, and snaps, and it stays on my waist pretty regular. And I'll probably get it out and open it up and mess around with it more than I should, because I probably freak people out in public. Guy getting a knife out and fiddling around, but I don't really realize it. It's just kind of what I like to mess with. This is my fidget cube. I just get my knife out and start playing around with it, opening it up, flipping around, whatever. So I'll probably do freak some folks out. All right, so the other one. This one retailed for $200, so it's a lot cheaper. But I had some suspicions about the blade being maybe not as high a quality Damascus, and because the amount of folds gives you the amount of layers, and this might not have had as many layers. I cannot feel as much variation in the grain from the etch, and so I'm not really sure at the quality of the Damascus used on this blade, but I do like the styling. I mean, so it retailed for $200, and they had it on sale for $50. Now you can see there's some issues with it. This piece of this, it looks like an epoxy handle piece on the side of the tang. It's got a crack in it, and they filled it in with some stuff. You can see the metal pieces are not exactly in the same spot. They don't line up exactly the same. So there's a few things. There's a slight crack right there from that pin. So there's a few things that I had some bargaining power when hey, how about $50, you know, instead of 200 or whatever. So I got it for I thought a good price, $50. It's a full tang steel blade. It says it's Damascus. It might be. It's probably not as high of quality. It's not as high quality as that folder, but it's still really cool for $50. I mean, that's awesome. That'll make a great gift, or I might just hold on to it. I like how slim the handle is. It's not even close to being as thick as that folder. Plus, on these fixed blades, I normally don't keep them on my waist. They go down in my boot or on my side. So, like the side of my leg or something. So, I don't want them to be super thick. So, having those with that thinner handle is way cooler for me. And it feels better. The spacing for the fingers is way better for my hand. So either the guy who made this has got a big hand like me, or he does it just right. So, and you can see where he did the grinding and buffing. It lined up just right for my hand. And the thumb placement's just perfect. So I'm really happy with my purchases. And I think I got a really good deal on both of them. So if you're in Gatlinburg, be sure to check out those shops. There's right there before you get to the aquarium on the right, and you'll see it. Now they didn't open until about noon, and then they weren't open super long. So I'm not really sure what their hours are. I know they don't have a website. I don't really know anything else about them other than you can probably do a Google Earth search and you could probably see the name of the shop from the window. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys on this little knife show and tell. So thanks for watching. If you like random stuff at times like this, or I normally do Bible reviews, tutorials, stuff like that, be sure to subscribe and like the content, and give me a comment. Let me know what you like. What else you want to know? Do you have any other questions about these knives or anything else like that? Anyway, thanks for watching. God bless.